Welcome to House Calls, the Big Brother talk show. I'm Gretchen Massey here with my favorite cutie patootie, Marcellas Reynolds. And, of course, you know who this is. Hi. We have got the lovely Lisa from Season 3, Big Brother. So today for you, we have a special treat. We have two experts, two inside opinions. We have Lisa who won the game. I want to talk to this girl I know because I figure she knows how to do it. So I want to hear what she thinks about some of these players we've got this season. It's 323-CBS-1000. That's 323-227-1000 if you want to get on and ask Lisa a question. The lines are really full, but be patient. And if you can't get through, you can also email us. Email us here at cbs.com. And we're going to get right into it. Last night's episode was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
It was so fun.
It was like tension. Oh, my God, no, really? Oh, my God, no, yeah. Oh, my God, they did. It was like on the phone. Did you see that?
It was crazy. It was
insane. So I know you know what happened. We had Nokomis win Power of Veto,
which was great.
Yes, which was amazing. Which was
Use it to take herself off the block.
She did not pull a Marcellas. Kudos to Nokomis for getting it right.
Yay.
Not caving under the pressure.
They had to teach the next season.
Exactly.
We had crying. We had tomfoolery. We had panic.
Tomfoolery all the time.
Yes, and then we had Adria up on the block. So,
oh my God.
Let's get into it. First, let's say welcome. Lisa, thank you so much for coming to our show.
Thank you. I'm excited. I am the craziest Big Brother 5 fan. You know what, guys? I'm sorry, but I'm probably worse than you all are out there.
No.
I want to know everything all of the time.
Do you watch the feeds and the shows?
I watch the feeds. I watch the shows. I go to the websites. I read the updates of the feeds that I already saw.
Yeah. Do you sleep outside the house?
So Lisa is what we call on the net. No, she doesn't. Lisa is what we call on the net a lurker. She's not a member of any board, but she's lurking and she's reading.
There.
So she knows what all y'all saying.
I just don't. Yeah, I do.
Who do you love and who do you hate in this house right now?
Surprisingly, I'm over here.
I'm listening.
He's got a wandering face.
I'm like in the middle of like the most glamorous Oreo ever. I'm like, yay! I'm the green villain. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Right now, I think I like Nokomis, believe it or not.
I do too.
Because when the first Michael's obviously trying to do the brother-sister thing. But if I just found out I had a new brother, no offense, he wouldn't mean that much to me right now. It's a game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the way she's sticking up for herself, the way she's just out there. And she's like, they're working me, and I realize that, and it's just great.
And you know what? I think, and I've said this before, I think as far as Nokomis, I think she's excellent casting because you never see somebody on a reality show with tattoos and a different hair color.
And a mohawk.
And the piercings. And I think that bravo for CBS, bravo for them to get that right, for Big Brother to get that right, to bring in something that's so different. And it goes almost to look, to like how somebody looks and will people hate them just because on site they look different from them. And I think that Jennifer has proven to be like a power in the house.
And it feeds another element of bringing people from different worlds that wouldn't normally hang out together, especially not 24/7.
Exactly.
And watching the dynamic unfold.
It furthers understanding,
and I love
definitely.
the mohawk.
Oh, it's still a little junky for me, but I love how she's playing the game.
All right.
I like my girls pretty.
All right. Lisa, you want to go to the phones?
Ooh, sure.
Okay.
Right.
Who are we talking to?
Elaine, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show.
Oh, hi, Gretchen, Marcellas, and Lisa.
Hi.
I'm so excited. And Indigo Hill says hi.
Oh, 1 second. I can't hear you right now.
I can't hear.
Hold that thought,
There you
Elaine,
are.
for 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry. Hi.
Technical difficulty.
But I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can.
Okay, Marcellas and Gretchen and Lisa. And Lisa, I am so excited to say hi to you. And Indigo Hill does say hi to everybody. And
Hi. Thank you.
Lisa, if you're watching the feeds, which I'm glad to hear that you are,
yes.
who do you think is playing the best game? Not the most bullying game, but who do you think is playing the very best game?
Ooh, I have a couple ones. I might be here for a while. You know what, Karen? I think Karen is great. I think she's working the Danielle.
She's playing Danielle's game, and she's playing it hard.
Which Danielle played a good game.
Danielle did play a good game.
Which I think is going to be Karen's fault. Or Karen's downfall.
But you know what? That's going to be Karen's downfall because people thought Danielle pushed too hard.
Right.
And they say the same thing about Karen. She's playing that same manipulation, subtle pushing game.
Right.
So I thought your first comment was going to maybe be that Michael is playing a great game that we've never seen played before because he's like, I'm like a scarecrow or a dummy. You can shave me and dress me up, and then maybe they'll forget I'm human, so I'm not a threat.
No, but that's not a good game
That's
because
not a
he's
good
out.
game.
Right. This is why I've never lived in the house. These are the strategies that come to me late at night. I'm like, act like a baby doll.
That's kind of what we did with Jerry.
He's playing a Jerry game.
Really?
Where
He's
you just
playing
go
a Jerry
and you
game.
do what everybody wants of you. You want to be the father. You want to be the cool guy. You want to be lifting weights.
You want to do everything. Pick one and stick to it. All right, who else do you think do you think Will's playing a good game?
Will hasn't caused any problems. No one talks about him that I've read.
He's like so he's really flying right under the radar.
Except for the bad egg moment.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's
which
not
is just
his
an
fault.
accident. I mean, but nothing else. There's been no catastrophe around Will.
And he's
Will's playing a Lisa game.
Is he playing
playing a winner's game? Don't forget, Lisa won.
Lisa won, and that's a winner's game. And right now, I would say like my final three, I would want to see Adria or Natalie. I would like to see Drew, and I would like to see Will make it to final three. At first, I wanted Drew to walk away with the money. Now I actually want Will to walk away with the money.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
All right.
Thank you.
Ira, you're on with Gretchen, Marcellas, and Lisa.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I love your show. Big
Thank
fan
you.
of you, Marcellas. I got a question now. It irritates me every time I listen to your show. You keep giving Jace credit for having some brain cells. You keep saying he figured out about the Girl of the Alliance. He didn't figure out anything. He overheard it on that secret listening device in the HOH room.
Well, first, that's not a secret listening device in the HOH room. That device doesn't have volume. So I give Jace credit for a couple things.
Do you give him credit?
I do.
don't remember
I give him credit for a couple things. Balls out. If you meet somebody in the house and you like them and you want them to stay in the game, do whatever it takes for them to stay in the game. It's smart for him to try to keep Holly in because Holly is a vote for Holly and Holly is a vote for Jace. And that's an important thing to have somebody in the house that will go to the mat for you and that will like stand up for you and that will fight for you. I think Jace is amazing because he is at least courageous enough to be himself and be true to himself on television. Yeah, we might not like him, but he made it through however many hundreds of thousands of people applied to Big Brother, and he is there, and he is doing his thing.
Do you have a crush on Jace?
Yeah, what is happening?
I don't have a crush on Jace.
I'm with you. I wouldn't give him any credit.
Jace has an amazing body. He doesn't, however, have a good face.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marcellas is blushing. You may not be able to see it.
Lisa! Oh my God! I don't have a crush on Jace. I don't have any crushes anymore.
I don't think he's not courageous in being himself. He's following Scott's lead. If Scott wasn't in there instigating a little bit more of their madness,
I think Scott's under Jace.
Scott's under Jace, absolutely.
I think Scott's a loose cannon, and that is his behavior.
Jace is sort of the brains of that alliance.
Well, luckily they're going to move out here and live together anyway.
No, but last
and
night,
market their T-shirt bandanas, which we didn't wear today. I know you're probably a little disappointed in that, but Lisa wasn't into it.
But you know what? Sales at my website are going very brisk for the bandanas. I can hardly keep up with the demand.
We should market them ourselves before they're allowed out of the house.
Yeah,
they would be so upset. Oh, that would be brilliant.
Greg, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show.
Hello, Lisa, Marcellas, and Gretchen.
Hi.
How are you?
We're good this morning.
I was just cracking up yesterday at the Mandanas because you look like a chef, Marcellas.
Did I look like a chef? I thought I looked like some bizarre Klansman. I was like, where are the producers to tell me to take that thing off my head?
Was it that bad?
It was horrid.
It cut off his circulation, too, so if his comments got a little weird or off color,
Did you see me get dumber and dumber? I couldn't get through that one word on the email. I'm like, all of a sudden I am Scott, Jason, Michael. It was like ridiculous.
It brought me power. I lifted up my car when I got out in the parking lot. I was like, now I get it.
Wow, girl. Did you think you were going to get some when you left House Calls also?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have one question for you. If you thought that one of the four horsemen would betray the others and join the girls, who would it be and why?
Ooh, good
question.
Drew.
What do you think, Gretchen?
Who would it be and why? Lisa, go. I'm having trouble with the why part.
I think it would be Drew because he has that little Diane thing going on.
Yes.
Diane is working him.
Yes.
And he's got some balls. He put up Holly. He's,
Diane is the ultimate femme fatale
I concur.
ever. She's like the biggest sex bomb to hit. Not as far as physicality. No. I'm not saying like she's like the prettiest girl because we know that's not true. But what I'm saying is she is this girl that is going out of her way to use every single thing she has.
More than Holly?
More than Holly.
Yes.
Last night, Diane was sitting on Marvin's lap.
I saw that.
And she was rubbing that leg. She was sitting on that lap. And then it was gross.
And she blew the cover on the alliance.
She actually did.
Yes, she did.
She actually had the nerve to say, when questioned about like letting Marvin touch her, she was like, you know what? I may be able to use that later. And I was like, all right, girl, kudos. I already think that, to me, Drew already turned his back on his alliance by going against their wishes and nominating Holly, even though I think his reasons for nominating Holly were sound.
Wow.
Lisa, anything?
Very nice.
All right, here we go. Frank, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show.
Hey, guys. Hey. I love you, Lisa. You look so beautiful, by the way.
Doesn't she look beautiful today?
I have a quick question. Scott had a plan earlier today to save Adria because she's physical and obviously smarter than Holly and push Holly to the curb. Do you actually think this will go through? And they said if Adria wins HOH next, she'll have to put Diane. Do you think this will actually work?
Good one.
Ooh, that's such a good one. I think it's brilliant. I think last night, if you were watching the live feeds were crazy yesterday. And there was a lot of last-minute lobbying between the Four Horsemen and between Adria and between Will. Everybody's working. This week has been amazing watching people work.
It's been good.
It's like all the people that were like wanted to stay in the house, they are all working overtime to make sure that happens. Last night, the Four Horsemen came to this kind of crazy alliance. Drew and Jace actually had a fight on the outside patio, and Drew told him everything. And Jace was like, okay, now I sort of see what you mean. And if it's causing you not to trust me by keeping Holly here, then Holly can go. And I was like, yes! I mean, I'm screaming at my computer.
And Marvin was for Holly to go?
Marvin is for Holly to go. So I think that the votes for Holly to go now are like, it might be unanimous. And I can't wait to see that.
Oh, my gosh, her face.
Could you imagine? Crack, boom, all that shellac she slathers on.
That would be so awful because she won't see that coming.
No. She won't see that coming.
And I will be glad because although I was happy to see, as I'm sure you saw too, that after the episode there was a commercial saying that if Adria were to be evicted, Natalie's coming right now.
But that makes me want Adria to leave.
Does it?
Because I want to see Jace's face.
They will flip out.
Oh, can you imagine?
It would be Kiara's face when Amy walked back through the door for our season.
Yes.
Yes.
Jace would leave. Jace would hit the panic button.
No, Scott, I think, would leave. Oh, no, Jace would leave. Oh, my God, yeah. They would all flip out. Furniture would be thrown. People would be swearing.
I love you, but you got to go. We have a good week coming up.
No.
Although I think they're also going to freak out when we see them both come in the house, even though, like you said, that may make them more of a target.
But okay, so today actually is eviction prediction day, too, so we're going to do that later on. We predict who's going to be evicted now that we know the nominees and we've seen some of the strategy.
And I'm on a big fat losing streak, so let's see if I can keep that up. But right now, more of your calls. Katrina, you're on with Gretchen, Marcellas, and Lisa.
Hi, guys. Love the show.
Thank you.
My first question is, what did Cowboy say about his fiancée that made you guys hate him so bad yesterday?
Cowboy has just been in general trashing his fiance and not being. Cowboy has no balls. He's like the ultimate patsy.
Is that why we hated him? Because we kind of our motives shift around. Yesterday, was it about his fiance? I thought that we didn't like him because
was
the way
it
he
Eve
treats
for
Nokomis.
ignorance? Was it the way he weasels up to Nokomis? Was it how he calls Scott daddy?
The way he's become so arrogant now, and that he's too good for his fiancée. Okay, he keeps making comments about he keeps calling her big, large.
Which is a disclaimer.
But
the thing that he did,
I didn't catch on to that.
The thing that he did yesterday was he started to tell very specific sexual things about his relationship with his fiancée.
And that is not
cool. And you do not do that. She is not there. She is not playing this game.
She did not sign up for Big Brother.
She does not need people to know what it is that gets her off or what it is that she likes or whatever. And that is no. That is a no. And the fact that he doesn't understand that just shows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, like...
We liked him in the beginning.
I liked him in the beginning.
Yeah,
I was like,
who
oh my God.
doesn't root for the guy who seems nice and simple and good?
Exactly.
But then I've never seen anybody have a transformation that fast.
Oh, it was like 0 to 60.
Now he's like,
I'm
in med school, and I'm gonna get my own show, and if not my own show, I'll just do a little soap opera first.
Do you know that he said that out of Big Brother, he hopes the least he gets is a soap opera contract?
We savaged that one.
Oh, okay.
At the least.
At the least.
He just insulted the whole soap opera world in that comment.
He just insulted every single actor who has gone to college, who has taken classes, who is out here struggling, plying their trade, and he just thinks that he can walk onto a reality show and become like a superstar.
Yeah.
More power to him. Let's see if it plays out.
We got an email here from Marcia. It says, Lisa, do you think hooking up with someone in the house is a good strategy? And I think Lisa's got some personal experience here that she will now reference.
Well, for me, yes. I hooked up in the house, and it was brilliant. It kept me off the radar for 4 weeks. Yes, it made it a target, and I was with the macho man of the house, but he was way more of a threat than I was. Just honestly, like Jace is with Holly. But Holly is so annoying. I hope I didn't annoy you guys as much as I know she's.
You didn't. You weren't annoying at all.
No.
Okay, which is making her or the house guests wanting to vote her out.
Right.
So with me, I just played it cool. I adored Eric. I did while we were in the house, but we have to remember he was there for 3 weeks, and I went on to be there for 3 months. So I was there to play a game, and once he was out of the house, he was out. So I think once Jason and Holly separate, that other player's gonna.
We've been talking about that on this on House Calls a lot, Gretchen and I. How reality relationships don't work. You and Eric were like the super couple. Everybody thought that like when he came back, he was gonna ask you to marry him. Like Lisa said, he was there 3 weeks and some change. Come on, that's not how relationships work. That's not how love works.
And also, I wasn't on The Bachelor. I wasn't there looking for anything.
Right.
So, and everything that I said about Eric during those 3 weeks was played out over the 3 months because he was never talked about once he left.
Right.
So it was all, I thought the relationship was over, and I get out of the house and, oh, wait, I'm getting married.
And it's super couple, and here's the big stuffed dog. Welcome to, reality romance.
But yes, I do think hooking up can help it helps for whatever couple gets to stay, whatever half stays in the house.
And it got you screen time. It's something that Big Brother always does. They always go to the couple.
Why don't you talk to my dad about that screen time I got?
Maria, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Great show.
Thank you.
Okay, my question for you today is that in case of a tiebreaker, do you think Drew will vote for Holly or Adria?
I think at this stage in the game, Drew is going to, send Holly packing if it's a tie.
Holly.
And I would actually like to see that. I think ties are, so suspenseful and crazy.
Oh, I know. I can't wait
tomorrow. Yes, I was the victim of a tie, and Jason sent me packing. But it was, this great moment. It's like, house guest, we have a tie. And then it's like, oh, my God. It's, live in the moment. What's going to happen?
There was a tie for Eric and myself also.
That's true. And Jerry sent Eric packing.
Right.
I voted for you, though.
Thank you.
I actually rallied to keep you and not and get rid of Eric because I thought that would weaken Roddy a little bit more.
Yeah,
I think Holly. Yeah, it's going to be Holly. I think
it's going to be Holly, and I'm not that excited to see her.
Wanted to put Adria up. He was so conflicted about it. They had that nice moment right before, and I just don't think that he wants to.
Especially how Jace made him cry over the fact that I almost jumped through the television screen last night when I saw poor little Drew. You like me to get my hands on Drew.
I was the one that was saying, I want to be airlifted and give him a hug. I'm about to jump over security and try to get up in there to get to Drew.
Trying to be a man and trying to do what was best.
Right. And actually having a conscience that he's trying to weigh and figure out, how can you be true to yourself and still play this game?
I really like Drew, but I have to say I'm profoundly disappointed in him, one, for not having bigger balls and sticking up for them and sticking up for himself in that whole thing earlier. And also, there was a racist joke told in the head of household room by Scott, and Drew and Michael laughed. And it's when do you draw the line? When do you say, enough? You know what I mean? When do you say, okay, I've had enough?
But you know what? I think people just laugh at Scott just to laugh at Scott. I think just to, please him. Oh, yeah, okay, he's funny.
And
just to sort of pacify the beast and just get him, so he doesn't hit you, maybe.
Right. We can't decide.
They're all just don't hit me.
We can't decide if it's fear of him or if it's, I don't know. Let's get some more calls.
Jeff, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show.
Hi, I guess my question is for Lisa.
What you doing calling here asking for Lisa? This is my show.
No, you talk to Lisa. It's Lisa's show today.
Well, last year we had that thing with the jury house, and I was wondering two questions. First, Lisa, do you think that you would have won had there been a jury house in season 3? Because I think Danielle kind of had everybody duped. And also, what's going on with that this year? Are they going to do that again, you think?
You know what? If they did the jury house with my season, I still would have won because Marcellus...
Ding.
Marcellus, Danielle voted Marcellus out, so Marcellus would have been to that sequester house, and he would have told
I would have told them the truth about that woman.
Yeah.
And you know what? People always say you, like, if you hadn't watched the diary rooms... Danielle's diary rooms did not matter in the least to me.
Well, no, because he's talking about if you guys were all sequestered, like for
right.
Our season,
If the sequester,
but
people talk about right. We wouldn't see the tapes, but that's what I'm saying. People always talk about the diary rooms and Danielle's diary rooms having done her in. Right. I didn't have to watch Danielle's diary rooms. I didn't have to know anything that Danielle said about me behind my back. I knew who Danielle was because I lived with her. And she did not generate the kind of goodwill in the house that would have given you $500,000. She didn't. And let's talk a little bit further about Danielle's game. People keep saying how she played this amazing game. She did not play this amazing game. Danielle's flaw was this. Why on earth would you bring Jason, work so hard to bring Jason to the end, and when he's like the one to beat? There was no way that anybody in the house could have beat Jason, the little Christian virgin boy. So why are you working so hard to make it to get him to the end? Also, another flaw in Danielle's game. What we talked about our season in the house was not rewarding a will and doing and rewarding somebody good. Was she listening at all? And that's her problem. She wasn't listening. And that's Karen's problem. Karen's not listening. They're so hard on working their agenda. They're so like dead on with like my agenda. I gotta win this money. Me.
And luckily,
they're missing the point.
Danielle is not in Big Brother 5, so we're gonna be okay. Marcellus is gonna make it through both today and the rest of the season.
Fine, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're gonna let him breathe for a while. Lisa, I don't know if you can tell if you ever watch House Calls, the intensity here sometimes that happens. It's a little scary.
I'm catching on.
It starts like, I know. Whew, yeah. Rob, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show.
Flashback.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
First, I want to say you guys, Marcy and Lisa, Big Brother 3 was the best season by far yet.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
he said
you. Yet.
You guys were fun to watch every time. Loved it.
Thank you.
Question for Lisa. Did you find it difficult going from Big Brother house to your regular living style?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
It was easy.
Do I think Big Brother? Yeah. Oh, to come out of the house?
And go to your regular living
style.
I'm
sorry. I thought you meant was the Big Brother different from my living style before.
Okay.
Because, no, I am a person who likes to stay home. I'm a homebody. I don't like attention on myself, believe it or not. It's, I'm really shy. I'm really kind of closed off, actually. And so I was. I was. So now coming out of the Big Brother house, it was all this attention, and I was afraid to go to the grocery store. I'm not like Jason Scott. I'm not going to go flop myself at a bar and try to get laid. I'm just like, quiet. And so now I'm just getting used to it. Marcellus is talking about me behind my back like I'm not sitting here. But I bring Marcellus with me wherever I go because he loves the attention. So we balance each other out.
We definitely balance each other out.
So it was hard for me to make the transition. I'm fine now, but it was difficult.
Yeah.
Lisa, do you think you would notice the twins if you were in the house? Would you notice the swapping, or do you think...
I don't think so. I just noticed it the first time yesterday. I caught on to the little scar that Adria and Natalie had, but I looked for it all the other times and I didn't notice it. So
I don't think I would notice it. Because I said I wouldn't notice if we could have Holly or her mannequin here. I don't know that I would notice. Hi, Rob. You're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you? I just want to know if you think it's fair that Natalie will come into the house if Adria gets evicted.
Well, I think
absolutely
fair. Yeah, I mean it's not about fair.
It's not about fair.
It's
this
about
is about
Big
Brother.
Brother's game.
Whatever Big Brother says are the rules. Are the rules.
I think it's gonna rock. I think it's gonna be awesome.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Scott freak out. I can't wait to see Jace freak out.
It's the same situation with Big Brother 3 when they brought Amy back. Kiara, they didn't even air this on the television show, but Kiara lost her noodle.
Lost it.
She was yelling at the producers. She was going nuts because it wasn't
fair. She was crying.
Fair.
She was yelling. It was ridiculous.
It was a week of hell for us.
And we laughed. I was like,
it's revenge.
Yeah. I think it's going to be great. I can't wait. I know that I definitely, I want to be watching the feeds around that time if something like that goes down. Because I want to see the crimp go out of those boys' hair.
And they're going to
have shock.
They're going to go crazy because they're going to be like, we have this game figured out, and it's not their game to figure out.
Exactly.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
You know those producers are right in the back saying, okay, here we go. Switch
Do not assume. Here you go. Absolutely.
Right. Vicky, you're on with Gretchen, Marcellas, and Lisa.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Vicky. Marcellas, I love you.
I love you, too.
Hey, I have a question for you, Marcellas and Lisa.
Okay.
If the CBS was to do a Big Brother All-Star, would you guys participate and why?
That's good, Vicky.
Hesitation already.
I would not, only because I actually don't think I'd be asked back. I don't think I was, I think a strong enough character in the house. I think there'd be other people there that would make the show a little bit more entertaining. I know a lot of you guys are agreeing with me. But also, I would have just a big old target on my back. And, you know, it's just not worth it.
It definitely would work itself out sort of like Survivor, where at first they were all like, okay, get rid of the winners. They already had their bite at the apple.
Right.
If I could go back and live in the house for another 3 months without the game, but with all the food competition, luxury, all that stuff, sure.
Because that was so much fun. I think what people miss is that, it's so stressful. People are lying and cheating and scheming and stab you in the back, but it's also a lot of fun.
Yeah, remove the game and the people you get to meet and the adventures you go on. Just, that's brilliant.
And all the conversations in the late nights.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't go back and do Big Brother All-Star.
Because now that he has house calls, he'll be sitting right here and analyzing everyone else.
I'm going to be asked back next season. Plug, I want my job. But I wouldn't go back because, you know what, I didn't do Big Brother for any reason other than the novelty of it and sort of work out a problem I was having with my boyfriend and with myself. I've gotten past that. And there's a wonderful naivete about the first time you do something. And I don't think we'd have that again. So I think that I would, I'd be completely different. I would never say anything about anybody behind their back. I would be completely censored because I wouldn't want things to get out on the internet. I would never be naked. I'd be like Jason, showering in my underwear. You know, there's all these things that I wouldn't do that wouldn't allow me to be who I truly was. So I wouldn't go back.
You don't have a lot of naked pictures on the internet, do you?
I only have one.
Oh, that's not bad.
Everyone right now is in Google looking for Marcellas. Sean, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show. Jessica, you're on with Gretchen, Marcellas, and Lisa.
Hello, and I'm just going to tell you I love you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I love your accent. Where are you from?
And my next question, I'm going to get y'all excited today. Okay. I need to know what you think about Chase being Brad Pitt number 2.
Oh.
He don't look like Brad Pitt. He looks like an armpit. That was the best quote of last night's show. Marvin won me over with that.
Oh,
he
my.
did.
I had to give it to him.
It's freaky. Also, kudos to the editors of it. I love the way it was cut with Brad Pitt. Hey, Brad, what's up? Doing a Brad Pitt thing. Hey, Brad. It was fantastic.
Even Holly, who I would have been thought would be oh, yeah, you do look like Brad Pitt.
Right.
She's like, that's tacky.
I know. She's like, whatever floats your boat.
Wow, that's scary.
So, can you imagine trying to make a career out of looking like somebody? So now you just follow him around and you're the stand-in for Brad Pitt.
It wouldn't surprise me because you know how now people go and you can get that plastic surgery to make you look like a celebrity. I mean, it never works.
They did that on MTV. Yeah. Well, they did it on MTV and they had these two sort of homely twins who ended up sort of good looking but looked nothing like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, they always end up looking like some combination of if celebrities had babies. It never quite worked out. And they get a little spot, on some, I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised. I could see him doing that.
My favorite, though, was when Jace corrected Scott. I think it was when Scott said, oh, he's 5'9", 5'9", and Jace said, no, he's
5'11".
5'11".
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Brad Pitt's 5'11". He's 5'11". I know. It's so weird. What a wacko. But fun. Gail, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Very good.
Hi, Marcellas.
Hi.
And Gretchen.
Hi.
Lisa, I'm also known as Kat. I'd like to ask you how you would handle Scott and Jace if you were in Big Brother 5.
Ooh, let me tell you, I can't wait to handle Scott and Jace when they get out of Big Brother 5.
Oh.
You know what? let me back up. If I was in Big Brother 5, I wouldn't know the stuff they're saying, behind my back. They would probably be entertaining to me. They are attractive
Are
people
either
to
one
look
of them
at.
your type?
Was Eric?
No, Eric wasn't actually your type, now that I know you.
Right. So, just to be fun. I think when you're in that house, people just grow on you.
Yeah.
But
you're forced to like them.
That I have Big Brother experience and I've watched the feeds. I know what they're really like. I love the fact that they're trying to come to LA and think that they're going to go to every club and get every girl. And Marcellas and I hang out quite a bit, and we run into a lot of reality people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to running into Jason Scott just to be like,
you're talking about the
one
snub?
girl you just can't get right now.
But now, how do you think,
snub.
because here in the club scene in LA, I'm trying to imagine them sort of doing their leapfrog number on the, by the velvet rope to get the doorman's attention.
Brilliant.
Because they've got some moves. They've got mandanas. They've got leapfrogs.
They've got leapfrogs.
And they've got egos larger than the city.
Yeah, but you know what? What's going to happen with them is these are like two mediocre guys. And then they're going to come out to L.A. where there are so many extraordinary guys, and they're going to realize, you know what? I could go back to Pittsburgh and Decatur and live my life.
Because they both said that they are the hottest things in both of those towns.
Because what they think is working in Big Brother 5 is not really working in Big Brother 5, and it's so not going to work out here. No. It's so not going to work out here. And the other thing about, like, this whole fame thing, here I am running over again, but, like, their moment is happening now, and Big Brother is shot in real time. By the time they get kicked off the show, they're done. Yep. They're over. So it's not like anybody's going to be like, ooh, get me the kid from Big Brother 5. That
Luckily,
doesn't exist.
They have each other.
Luckily, they have each other.
And
they probably have Playgirl again, because they're going to run right back out and try to do Playgirl.
That's all that's in their future. That's all that's in their future. They have a future doing Playgirl, and then if they wanted to move like more into the, that's a lie though. I don't
know. Anything can happen in this world.
I have a friend who's a producer who actually calls me up and he tells me that he wants to meet the three boys he's interested in are Jace, Scott, and Drew.
Yeah.
He produces Skinamax movies. He produces like kind of like those movies that are like,
worst comes to worst,
softcore porn.
You got Skinamax.
Okay, we have an email here that's, I think, perfect and where we want to go. It's Todd from Providence, Rhode Island, and he says, Lisa, what are you up to now? Our show, we're winding down here, so we want to hear about the Lisa in the here and now, what you're doing, what's going on. You just woke up, Lisa, I know, but we'll take it easy.
Lisa is acting right now, so, I know Jace is hoping to be a big star, and Scott's hoping to be a big star, but I just filmed a movie called Jekyll. It comes out in October with Jonathan Silverman, and this Sunday you could see me on HBO's Entourage.
Oh, cool.
It's the new Mark Wahlberg kind of Sex and the City spinoff. So I've been acting. I've been actually, putting the Big Brother celebrity part of it kind of, on hold and just going forth with working. Believe it or not, I have bills to pay, and the $500,000 only lasts for so long before you can't feed yourself. So I had to, suck it up and go back to work. So that's what I've been doing.
So all is good in your world.
All is great.
Yeah.
Yes, no complaints.
Congratulations.
All right.
Thank you.
So thrilled for you. I'm thrilled every time something good happens for you because you have an amazing
and
heart.
I'm so thrilled. Oh, and I'm thrilled for you too. I was jealous about the house calls thing, but I'm very happy for you.
I love how like cast members are like all sort of jealous.
We love
all
each other,
have, like,
but we're jealous as hell.
Thing. It's like, how did he get that? How did she get that? What is she doing? Who's her agent? It's like, oh.
I know. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for coming here today. We really appreciate it. I know they really appreciated it because they don't get very often to talk to you.
No,
they don't. This is the first, believe it or not. And know that I'm paying attention and I'm reading everything, so be kind.
And so maybe this can happen again. Stay tuned. Now, of course, Marcellas and I will be back here tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
Maybe with mandanas if you're lucky. We are here Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And just because we're leaving doesn't mean you have to end with Big Brother. You can always go on the live feeds if you don't have them. Now's the time to get them because stuff is going down in the house. And tomorrow night, we've got the episode, so we'll be doing eviction predictions.
Well, we should have done eviction predictions today, but...
I know, but we didn't, so that's why you got to watch tomorrow. Thanks for watching House Calls, the Big Brother talk show here at CBS.com. Bye.
Bye.